Welcome everyone, my name is Nicole and today we have a challenging, hopefully fun, creative core class. So, it's core work. I don't know what else to say about it. To be quite honest, I've been kind of putting off doing this video, just because it's going to be a little bit of a doozy. So hang in there though, and definitely a good strength core practice ahead of you. We will begin standing at the top of our mats. Let's take a moment here, ground down through the feet. Feel like they are pressing down evenly. Lift up, lengthen the spine, broaden the chest. And then go ahead and bring your hands to your heart center. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And out through the nose. 2 more rounds like this, in through the nose. And if you'd like to set an intention for the class, now is an excellent time. Maybe just a word, the first word that comes to mind. Now drop the arms, inhale, lift them high overhead. And then exhale, fold all the way over. Inhale, halfway look up. You can use your shins or blocks right here. And then exhale, fold. Bend the knees a whole bunch. And then rest your upper body on your thighs. Grab opposing elbows. And then just kind of ragdoll here for a minute. Breathing in. And out. And then inhale, halfway look up. Hands to hips. And then inhale all the way up. And then for the next thing, we might want blocks here. I'm going to turn to the side to demo. So be inhale. And then now we're going to exhale, fold all the way over again. Inhale halfway. But now I'm turning to the side so you can see. And if you have blocks, that's great. And let's work with those. If not, go ahead and use your shin. So you're up a little bit higher and we're going to cat-cow standing. So inhale, suck your core in and arch through the back of your heart. Really lifting. And then exhale. Tilt your pelvis, broaden your collarbones, look up. Inhale, suck your core in. Look towards your navel. And then exhale. And you have your knees bent a whole bunch here too. Arch, broaden the heart, look up. One more round. Beautiful. Now, coming back to standing. Inhale your arms up overhead. And then make a fist, any of the 2 pointed fingers together. Really shoot out through those fingers. Get a lot of length in your side body here. And then you can always have your feet apart as well. And we're going to tip one way and breathe. Always look down and then come back up. Oof, straight, long, and then tip the other way. Make sure you're breathing. even though it's not the easiest place to breathe. And inhale up, and then spread your feet a little bit if they're together, a little bend in the knees, and then we're gonna circle the upper body, keeping the lower body steady. And then go the other way. Really extending out through the fingers. And come back to your heart center. Release. And then we'll take a little circle into the hips now. One way. Make them really large or small. Maybe try both. And then go the other way. And try small. And beautiful. All right, let's inhale, raise the arms up, overhead, forward fold on the exhale. Inhale, halfway look up. And we're gonna step into plank. All right, here we are in plank. Let's check our base, our hands. Make sure that they are bright and active, gripping the mat, pressing down, lifting, little lift in the back of my heart, up through the core as well. You don't want to be sinking in the shoulders. You want to be lifted, breathing. Here it begins. All right, let's step off to one side. Breathe in and out. And in, out. Step back to center, and then off the, oh no, the other way. Breathing in and out. And back to center. One more deep breath, inhale. And drop the knees for a second. Maybe spread them. Come into child's pose. Take a deep breath in. And out. One more breath in. And out. All right. Now we're going to come on to our forearms. So we're going to have our elbows under our shoulders. You can have your hands clasped down like this, or really gripping the mat like this, however you choose. And then the elbows are going to be under shoulders. And the same story, lifting up through the core, poof, in the back of the heart, really lifting, breathing in and out. And then we're going to tip one hip to the right, and then inhale up and tip to the right. And you can have your feet apart or put them together and then rotate. And then hold, breathing in. And then exhale, come all the way down, elbows under shoulders. Pull a little length into your low back. Breathing in and out. All right, so We are going to do several rounds of back bends now, Locust, in 3 variations. So first one is, let's just add a little bit more length. Pick one leg up, stretch it back, lower it. Pick the other one up, stretch it back, lower it. And then maybe pull a little with your elbows. Beautiful. All right. Back of the hands to the floor, by the thighs. Roll those shoulders up and back, and then inhale, lift. And breathe. Really point those toes back. Shoot those arms back. What's your head doing? Is it way up or down? Feel a little neutral spine, neutral neck. Relax your face. Lower all the way down. And rest your forehead on your hands. Take a deep breath in and fill your belly. And then release it all on the exhale. One more deep breath in. And exhale. All right, coming back up, the second variation, and you can always stick with one if you rather. But we're going to clasp our hands behind our back. Roll those shoulders back and up again. And then inhale, lift the chest and the feet. Point the feet and the hands. And breathe in. And out. One more deep breath in. And then go ahead and release. And breathe in. And out. Okay, last variation. Arms come out in front of us. Chop down. Hold those shoulders up and back before we even do anything, and then we're gonna lift and fly. And breathe in and out. One more inhale. And go ahead and lower. Excellent work. Take a deep breath into your belly. Feel it expand into the floor. And then exhale. Sigh it all out. Let it go. 2 more. Deep breath into the belly. Make it expand into the floor. And sigh it all out. Let it go. Last round. And then go ahead and lift up. And we're gonna spread our knees as wide as the mat. Press back, a little child's pose. You can bring your forehead to the mat. All right, go ahead and come up once more. And then we're going to come back down onto our forearms. Go ahead and clasp the hands this time. Going to do a little bit of dolphin. So, want your elbows right under your shoulders. Don't want to be sinking. Lift up out of them. So, no sinking. Lift. And when you start to lose that integrity, because that's what happens, you burn out and it gets tiring. So if you notice that there's a point where you can't hold up anymore, then you should just let it go with that, and that's fine. You'll avoid shoulder injuries and stuff. So work it as long as you can maintain integrity, and then when you get tired, come down into child's pose. So, lift up. Really press high. And then also I'm pressing down through my elbows, my wrists. Maybe scoot forward a little bit more. This is a lot of work. Breathing in and out. Now we're gonna raise. It's my right leg. Raise the right leg high, really high as it can go. And breathe in. Exhale, lower it. And then on the inhale, raise the left. And lower it. One more round. Lift high. Lower. Lift the left leg high. And lower. And come back into forearm plank for just a second. And then lower all the way down. Take a deep breath in. And then go ahead and push back into child's pose once more. Dropping the forehead. Breathing in and out. And then inhale, come back up. Now we're going to stay on all fours. So let's check our hands. Make sure the fingers are bright. Wrists are under shoulders. Extending out of the shoulders. Core is engaged. You can have your toes curled under or flat. Maybe play around with both and see if you like one better than the other. And then let's do a little cat-cow here. So extend, broaden those collarbones, tip that tailbone high, look up, and then arch into a cat. And then just do a few rounds with your breath. And then meet me at a neutral spine. And we're going to do some extensions now. Work on our balance. So raise the right arm out, left leg behind. Really extend. And then curl in on the exhale. One more round. And now we're going to switch. Really reach out with opposing leg and arms. And then curl in and extend out. Curl in and extend out. Last time. Beautiful. All right, go ahead and sit back on your heels. And you're gonna come around, bring those legs around into staff pose. So in staff pose, you press down, lift the heart, expand it open. Press out through the balls of the feet, engaging the core. Breathing in and out. And then if you're making fun, if you have blocks, otherwise you could still try it without blocks, no worries. But so we take them on either side of our thighs here, and here having a higher setting may be beneficial as well. Really grip those blocks, lean forward, and then lift, and lower, and lift, inhale, and then exhale, inhale, and exhale. Can we lift our legs off too? Inhale, oh, and exhale. Maybe one more time, try lifting everything off. Inhale. Beautiful. Wonderful job. Remove those blocks. Now we're going to come forward for a forward bend. How I like to do it is bend your knees. Place your torso on your thighs. Maybe grab your feet. Breathe in. And then as we exhale, just start to take your feet forward. And only come forward as you can, if you can maintain this contact with your torso and your thighs. Press out through the balls of the feet. It's a little bit harder on a sticky mat. And then when you feel you've reached your final point of extension here, forward and lifted and long spine and all that jazz, then go ahead and drop your head round and take some breaths here. And then inhale. Come on back up. And then go ahead and bend your knees and come forward. And so just lift the chest, broaden the collarbones, kind of come through your knees here. And then round back. Come forward. And back. All right, now we have this long spine behind us, really lifted. My core is very engaged. And let's bring our hands together and let's stir the pot. Press those hands into one another. Create some resistance. Imagine maybe it's like mashed potatoes. It's like really hard. And then reverse. Oh, it's a big pot. And now reach for that invisible rope, lifesaver. So pull yourself. Don't make it easy on yourself. Really get in there. And then, oh no, it's like shorter. We have to shorten it up. Little ones. Beautiful. Thank you for indulging me in that. And from here, we're going to come on down onto our backs. And then bring the soles of the feet together to touch. And take a breath in and out. All right, arms down by your side. Gonna bring the legs up, and we're gonna lift the booty off, but just a little bit, and lower, and lift, and lower, and just continue like this. Just a few more rounds. Last one. And now bring your knees in, and if you have a block here, that's great. And if not, don't worry, you can do it still too. So squeeze. Just squeeze that block with your thighs, knees, wherever you're holding it, and bring your arms into a cactus position. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And then exhale. We're gonna twist side to side. Inhale, come up. Exhale, twist the other way. Maybe look in the opposing direction. Inhale up. And then exhale. Inhale. Last round. And release. Now we're going to prepare for shoulder stand. And if you don't do shoulder stand, you can just rest here in child's pose, in your favorite pose. Okay, so we're gonna prepare for shoulder stand. And if you have a blanket, some people like a light blanket, and you would put it, so imagine the edge of your blanket is the edge of this mat. And you would want to position your shoulders to be right kind of at the blanket to be at the top of your shoulders here. Not your head, not really your neck either. And then, so that's the position. But I'm going to come down more here so better view. So we got our head pushing in. And sometimes I feel like coming into and just kind of kicking up and over into a plow here. And then, oh, I have this piece of jewelry digging into my back. I'm sorry. Smooth that. Okay. So into plow. And I'm trying to roll my shoulders under a little bit more here. And then you can have your hands here or down, really pressing into the mat. But let's just try for here for now. And then reach one leg up high and then the other. And here we're working towards shoulder stand here. Back of the head into the mat. You don't really want any part of the spine touching. You can go ahead and alternate legs if you would like. And then reach up. And then we're going to bring both legs over for plow. And you can extend your arms now if you like. Breathe. Can always open a little wider if you want. Come in a little bit deeper. Drop the knees around the ears. And then inhale. Come on out. And roll down. Just however you come out, just try to do it gently. Roll out. And move the blanket. Come back on to your mat. And spread those legs out in front of you. And now we're going to do a fish. So you're going to come up first onto our forearms, elbows under shoulders. Really press out through the balls of your feet. Lift up, lift your chin. So here is this version. Or you can bring your hands and then lift everything off. And then with control, don't fling your head back. Look up, engaging all those muscles. Balancing out what we just did. Breathing in. And then exhale, lower. Take a moment breathing in and out. And then we're going to roll back down onto our backs. Just take a moment to get comfy here. We're wrapping up. You did great work. It's kind of a hard class. Sometimes we need those. And then maybe feet as wide as the mat. Tip the knees. And just windshield wiper. Back and forth. Maybe cactus the arms. Just a few more rounds like this. And then cross one leg over the other. So my right leg is over my left. And I'm going to shift my booty off to the right just a smidge. And then let the knees fall. Or a little twist. And then gaze over to the right. Deep breaths into your belly. And then come back to center. Uncross and even your pelvis out. And now cross the left leg over the right. Shift the hips to the left a smidge and let the knees fall. And then look over to the left. Breathing deep breaths into the belly. And then come back to center. Just grab the outside edges of our feet. Draw the knees down. And then happy baby. Roll around if that feels good to you. Otherwise, don't worry about it. And release. Get ready to hug everything in super tight, taking a deep breath in, squeezing all your muscles in. When you can't hold it anymore, releasing, opening up, letting go into Shavasana. Legs fall out to the side, hands fall out to the side. If that's not comfortable, you just find a position that works for you. Just try not to move and take in the healing effects of the practice. I'm going to sit up and hold space for you. So please feel free to just let go. And I'll be here to guide you out in a few minutes. If you'd like to come out, bring small movement back to your feet and your hands. If you'd like to stay in Shavasana, please do so. And roll to one side or the other. Use your hands and push yourself back to a seated position. Thank you so much for practicing with me. We did it. We're amazing. I'll see you next time. Namaste.